Here we have 2016, question 1, part A. This is a multi-stage linear velocity question. So, car's initial speed of u, it accelerates for a while, goes steady for a while, and then slows down again. All right. Now, let's do our speed distance time graph. Speed time graph even. There we go. Give a bit of space for this one. So here we have our speed, and this is time. Okay, so there's going to be 3 sections to this overall. We know it starts with u, so let's call that u. It has constant acceleration, there we go, of f. Then it moves nice and steady, so there we go. And then we hit the brakes, all the way down to a stop. And that deceleration is 2f. Okay, so we'll actually just do some little light lines here, dividing into our 3 different sections. We're given nothing in terms of time, so we'll deal with that one along the way. We are given something in terms of time. There we go. Look, we're having to read the question. So it goes for 4 seconds here. So at this stage, it's 4 seconds, and then accelerates for 3 seconds here, which means a further 3, which makes that 7, and this time here is unknown. Okay, we're also told the distances. So we know that the distance here, s, is going to be 45, and here s equals 40 overall. Okay, there's our speed time graph. Now, second one, find the value of u. All right, the value of u, we're probably going to get this using the area under here. So it would be rather useful to know what is our maximum speed. And actually looking at this one, it's pretty easy, okay? Because we can use the speed as distance over time. So we are going to go with the total speed here, v, is the distance here, 45, divided by the time, which is 3 seconds, so that's 15 meters per second. So we can pop that up there. There we are, 15. All right, getting closer to it. So now let's look at this little section here. I'm going to divide this into 2 parts to make it slightly easier. So we have part 1, and then we have part 2. Now, what we know is here is that our distance is the area under the graph. Same way we actually solve this. Another way to think about this one is that 3 by the velocity is 45. You can move it up there. So distance is the area under the graph, which means that 40, this 40 here, is equal to u by 4 plus the little triangle. And that is going to be half the base, which is 4, by the height, which is just a little bit annoying, it's 15 minus u. Let's have a quick peek. I only see one unknown, so this is going to come out nicely. A little bit of housekeeping. 4u plus 2. Now at this stage we'll bring the 30 over here. So that's 40 minus 30 equals 2u. 10 equals 2u. And u equals 5. All right, there's part 2. Now for part 3, total distance traveled. Well, let's make a bit of space here. Total distance equals, well, 40 here, plus 45, plus this big unknown here. All right, so we'll call that one d. Not too bad. We know the total speed, we know this. We don't know the time, so that'll be nice to figure out. And then the distance isn't too bad because it's half 15 by that time. So let's figure out this guy up here. How long did it take? Well, v equals u plus at. I know the final, careful this one, the final speed in this is going to be 0. The initial one was 15. The acceleration is minus 2f, and there's my time. All right, so let's tidy this up. 2ft equals 15. Ft equals 7.5. So I'm getting there, but I'm not really there yet. I wouldn't mind actually knowing what f is. So let's come back over here, because actually I do have all the bits and pieces. I have my initial speed, my final one, and I can probably solve it on this side. So this is in part 1. V equals u plus at. We know that 15 equals 5. We now have u plus f by 4. This is going to solve. 10 equals 4f. Sorry, 4f. So f equals 2.5. Now ft, so we'll put sub back in f, sub in f. 2.5 t equals 7.5. So t equals 3. Now this is getting fairly easy. So distance is half the base by the height, maximum speed, and that equals half of 45, which is 22.5. All right, that's fantastic. And if you want to lose the last couple of marks, this is a great place to stop, thinking, yay, I have it. But of course, remember, we needed to get the total distance here. So let's just come back and finish that. I'm going to have to again make a little bit of space over here. So total distance equals 40 plus 45 plus 22.5, and that, if we add them all up, is 107.5 meters. And now we're done.